Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we're going to be showing you how to tune up this Wild Badger WB26BCI trimmer. So we're going to be showing you how to do your yearly tune-up and then also how to do your attachment change and switch it out to this brush cutter. So I already have a video up on how to assemble this right out of the box, and then I also have a video on how to replace the trimmer line. So I've got two videos up already on this, and then I'm going to be making this one and a final video on how to replace the carburetor. So this is a brand new machine, but I like to make these videos for the future in case people, it's running rough and you want to replace the carburetor. You'll have videos for all that stuff. So this is just the yearly tune-up and the attachment change. So we're going to dive right into what I like to do every year to keep it running great. And that is, I like to either clean or replace the spark plug, clean out the air filter, and then replace the fuel filter. So we're going to dive right into it. First, we're going to be showing you how to replace the spark plug. So the good thing about these Wild Badgers is they come with all the tools you need to do pretty much everything on this machine. So we're going to remove this nut or this bolt right here with this smaller Allen wrench that they give, and that's going to give us access to the spark plug. Okay, there's the nut and two washers, and then this cap just comes right off. Just take note, those two little things go right into these holes right here. Okay, and now we have access to the cap. We could just pull that right off. These caps, when they're brand new, I will say, you see how there's a little spring in here? I don't know if you could see that, but there's a little spring. And when they're new, before they're really broken in, they like to sit on the spark plug. So when you're pulling it, it might not want to pull off. You might have to pull it a little bit and then take a flathead and kind of pry that spring off. But that one did come off pretty easy. And then we could just remove this little dust cover here. And then we're going to use this little wrench that they give. And we're going to go this way to remove. And then once you loosen it a little bit, you could remove the rest by hand. So you're either going to want to clean this with a wire brush or just replace it. They do make kits that have like everything you need for your yearly tune-up, and they even come with a new carburetor. So I recommend personally just buying those and swapping out the old parts with the new parts. But if you want to save some money, you could you could clean everything up. So the gap on this is around 0.025. That's where you want it gapped at. And you could see anywhere between 0.02 and 0.03. We're sitting at 0.024 out of the box. So there's your gap. Okay, we'll just tighten that back down. Put the dust cover back on. And then when you press this in, you kind of want to almost hear like a little click, which is the spring engaging onto the plug. Okay. And then we could put this back in. Just take note, those go into these little grooves here. And then we're going to put our little bolt back in. Okay, so there's the spark plug change. Now we'll do the filter. This is an easy one. You're just going to loosen this all the way. I don't think this fully comes out, but then you're just going to lift up over that black tab. Okay, and if you're going to replace the carburetor, this is where you would gain access to do that. I'm going to make a different video on that though. And then here's the filter. I like to wash these out with Dawn and hot water, let them dry on a windowsill, and then put them back in. You could add a tiny bit of oil to them. Slide it back on. And this cover, for whatever reason, can be a little bit tricky to get back on. There we go. So you just want to slide it over that, tighten that down. Okay, and then the final thing we're going to do is we are going to replace the fuel filter. We'll show you that. So we're just going to remove the gas cap. That comes right out. And then you can see in here, there's a fuel line attached to a fuel filter. You could either reach in there with your finger, or you could get like a little coat hanger and make a hook to snag it. Okay, and there's that. And you could see here, there's just a little spring clamp. So we could just kind of move that up. And actually the line's gonna wanna come with it. So you would just take that out. Okay, get your new one. Push it back in. You just wanna make sure that that's sitting flush and that your little clamp is over it. Okay, so there's that, and then just put it back in your tank. Kind of push it back there. Squeeze this to get it back in. Tighten your cap. And then the gas this takes is 50-to-1 fuel mix. I always recommend to people to just buy the pre-mixed stuff. Save yourself some headache. It doesn't cost that much more. And you could get like big cans for, I'm not sure how much this costs, but I know it's not crazy amount more than mixing it yourself. But to each his own. If you want to mix it yourself, go ahead. Okay, so that is the actual tune-up part. Now we're going to show you the attachment change. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do when we change out the attachment is we're just going to rotate this piece until you find that hole right there. And then I like using this bigger Allen wrench that they give and then just loosening it, rotating it this way. So this is reverse threaded. So when we loosen it, we're going to go this way. So yeah, you just stick that Allen wrench right in there, and that prevents the spindle from turning. And then loosen it up all the way. Okay. So then we're just left with this. Now this piece does come off, but we're going to leave it on. And again, just keep your Allen wrench in there for now. And I could show you what that looks like better. Hopefully you could see. So you have to rotate it to get it in there. And that's how you can tighten and loosen things. Okay. And then we're going to put our blade on. And now take note of the way I'm putting it on. When it's upside down, the arrow's facing this way. But just so you know, you want to have the arrows facing the same way. So this rotates this way. And when you put the blade on, you're going to have the cutting edge right here going. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and you can see how the blade sits right in there nicely. And then we're going to put our nut on. Like that. And then we're going to tighten our nut. To tighten it, we're going to go, since it's reverse threaded, we're going to tighten it that way. Okay. And then we're just going to tighten it down. Okay, and then we can remove our Allen wrench. You just want to make sure when you're tightening it down that you're looking through here. You don't want any gaps. You don't want it binding up at all. You want it sitting flush all the way around, and it is. Okay, and you can see since it rotates this way, it's going to rotate like this, and you can see we're getting the cutting edge. That's the cutting edge right there. Okay. So that pretty much sums up this video on how to do the yearly tune-up and how to do the attachment change on this Wild Badger WB26BCI trimmer. I will say, if anyone knows what this arbor nut does, reach out in the comments, because I looked through the entire manual and I have no idea where this goes. I know it doesn't go anywhere on here. I'm not sure why they give it. So if anyone knows, be sure to reach out in the comments, and you're going to be helping other people that have that question as well. And yeah, guys, so let me know if you have any other questions on this. Be sure to reach out. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, if this video helped you out, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out all of my other tool and DIY videos. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.